Good day everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be discussing signs and symptoms of ovulation, or how to know you are actually ovulating. Before that, if you are new to my channel, I'm Mr. Manabrin and I discuss everything health. To my returning subscribers and viewers, this is me saying thank you for sticking around and watching my video. Please, if you've not clicked the subscribe button, please do that before we move ahead, and also don't forget to turn on the notification bell to get notified on when next I post a new video. Okay, I've been getting questions like, how do I know I'm actually ovulating? What do I look out for prior to my ovulation? Or in fact, I have never ovulated. Okay, so we need to talk about the signs and symptoms, but before that, we actually need to know what ovulation is. So ovulation is a term used to describe the release of an egg or eggs from the ovaries. So as a girl or as a lady, you have many eggs, okay? So when they are matured, they are being released from the ovaries, then travel down to the fallopian tube, where they wait to see if a healthy sperm will meet them and fertilization occurs, leading to pregnancy. Well, that's a topic for another day, okay? But before that, you also need to know that not every menstrual cycle comes with ovulation. There's what we call an ovulatory menstrual cycle. That means you might see your menses, that's your monthly flow, but it's not accompanied by ovulation, and that's a topic to be treated on another day. So let's dive into the topic of today, the signs of ovulation. Okay, so number one thing you need to actually know is know your menstrual cycle. I've made a video on menstrual cycle. I'll drop the link in the description box. You need to know your cycle. That will give you a clue on when to expect your ovulation. Okay, if you actually know your cycle very well, you know your possible days of ovulation. If you go through the video I made about on how to calculate your ovulation and menstrual cycle as well, you should be able to calculate yours depending on your menstrual cycle. So the next one is the cervical mucus changes. This mucus changes throughout your menstrual cycle, ranging from dry, tacky, sticky, wet, cloudy, clear, and stuff like that. Okay, so for let's say from day 1 to around day 4 of your cycle, it's normally dry. Okay, then after that you get it tacky. After the tacky, you get the cloudy. Then towards your ovulation day, it becomes clear and wet. On your ovulation day is when you get what we call the slippery and stretchy mucus discharge, which can also be called egg whites. How do you check the cervical mucus? There are various ways you can do that. One is wiping with clean toilet roll before you go to toilet or before you urinate. Then you observe the kind of discharge you have in it. Okay, then the next one is probably observing your undies, because some of this discharge can be seen in your undies. Then the next way you can do that is inserting your finger in there. Okay, so if it's dry, you know it's dry. If it's wet, you can feel it. Ovulation day is when you get the stretchy and slippery mucus. So you just need to, probably when you insert your hand there, you take it, okay, these two fingers, you just need to make them together, then try stretching it. Okay, so if you can stretch it for like 3 cm or thereabout without it breaking, then that is your cervical mucus for your ovulation. The next one is what we call heightened senses. So for some people, when they are ovulating, they are very sensitive to either taste or to smell. The next on the list is breast tenderness, soreness, or enlargement. The next one is temperature changes. Okay, so how do you do this? You check what we call the basal body temperature, which is done in the morning before carrying out any activity. Okay, so when you have an increase in this temperature, it's said to be close to your ovulation period. But mind you, this body temperature can be altered due to some reasons. Probably you are sick, so it is not solely reliable. Next thing to look out for is high libido. When you start developing high sexual urge, like you want to indulge in sexual activities, then most likely. Then the next on the list is pelvic pain, which some people can refer to as lower abdominal pain. Okay, this is the pain you get when the egg is being released. You can also experience headache, vomiting, like general feeling of sickness, nausea. So the next on the list is what we call the cervical changes. I know most people might not notice this, but during your ovulation, your cervix gets softer, higher up, and it opens more than it normally is. So the reason for this is just the body has made it so it can allow more sperm to penetrate and obviously fertilize an egg. Okay, if you've listened to all these signs and symptoms and you feel, oh, I've not had any and I'm not ovulating, you need to see your doctors, because there are possible reasons why you might not be ovulating. Example of the reasons might be when you have hormonal imbalance, or if you have what we call PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, or if you're currently doing any family planning or you stopped family planning like a few months ago, it takes time for your body to readjust, or if you're heading towards menopause, pre-menopausal phase. Comes the end of today's video. Thank you for watching my video. Please don't forget to click the subscribe button if you've not done that already, and turn on the notification bell to get notified. Okay, see you in my next video.